I'll pop that onto full screen, so hopefully you can all see what I can see right now. So just to go through these updates, again, if you've got any questions about these that you would have asked me in person when I was visiting you, please do just drop me an email. We can also arrange a catch up online after I get back from my trip, if that's convenient for you. But let's get started today. So these are the things that I'm going to quickly cover. So it's going to be details about awards and rankings, updates, employability ×3, some scholarships news, some information on advance payments, January starts as well. I'll also be talking about tagging applications and also some useful resources for you. And also there'll be a little quiz as well. So good luck with that. So first and foremost, some awards, recognition and rankings information. Your first quiz question is, what is the most popular university in the UK? Or which is the most popular university in the UK? 5 seconds to answer that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was probably obvious. It's NTU. So the latest UK data, the HESA data, which is a trusted data set that higher education institutions use in the UK, and they've named NTU the most popular. By that I mean that we received more undergraduate home applications than any other UK university in the latest HESA data, which comes from 2022 to 2023. And so we're really proud of that, and we think that this popularity really shows just what NTU's reputation is, certainly locally, and we hope that that reputation is going to spread all the way to you guys over here in East Asia. So a couple of other updates. As I said, I'm going to talk to you about employability. We've recently been named first for employability in the UK. We've received gold standard for teaching excellence, and we've also, as a reminder, been named 5 times University of the Year, and that is in the last 6 years. So we are extremely, in fact about 7 years now, isn't it? So we're extremely proud of this, and you can find out more about our achievements on the page on screen, so please do check that out. But I think these are really worth shouting about. So I mentioned first for employability. This is in the Uni Compare rankings. It's a survey, basically. And if you've not heard of the Uni Compare, just to make you aware, they had over 130,000 students respond to this questionnaire. And this is where students reply to talk about their experiences at universities across the UK. We came first overall in their recent survey. We also came first for employability. So our careers outcomes are considered really strong by our students. We also knocked Oxford off the top spot, you'll notice there, which I'm very proud of. We also came first for course quality, second for student life, and we came top 10 for accommodation. We're so proud of this, and please do spread the word to your students. Now, you can find out some information about employability and what we offer by visiting the page on screen, by visiting the course pages on screen. And this will tell you what our students have gone on to do. So whether that's through work placements or where they've ended up going to work or what roles they've had after they've graduated from us. So please do check that out on our course pages. You can also just quickly navigate to that by going onto the course page and clicking on the employability tab. That will take you straight there, and you'll see lots of examples. I also want to reiterate something that I might have told you about before, which is our graduate promise. And this is that if a student is unemployed or underemployed within 12 months of graduating, we are guaranteeing them a paid internship, an unpaid, I should stress that, an unpaid short internship. In fact, no, sorry, it is now paid. Let me start again. With this, we used to be unpaid. It's now a paid internship, which we'll be guaranteeing for students. This is going to be available to students that are here in the UK, of course, on the graduate route visa. It would be more challenging for students that are overseas and for us to offer this, but it is something that we're really happy to be offering our students. Please do share with our students our employability podcast as well. That's right, we do have a podcast where you can find out all about the types of services that are being offered to our students here at NTU. This is an update on our rankings according to The Guardian. So we're now ranked in the top 30 for numerous subjects, and some of them you'll be perhaps more familiar with than others, things like interior design, animation, fine art, product design, fashion and textiles, of course. But there are some in here that you might perhaps not have been aware of, things like forensic science and sports science, things like general engineering as well. So please do bear us in mind for these courses. Even things like economics and courses you might not have previously associated with NTU as being an area where we have lots of inquiries, and we do, just not perhaps from your part of the world. So please do bear us in mind for these. Your second quiz question now. Which famous superhero movie was filmed at Nottingham's Woollerton Hall? Was it Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, or Wonder Woman? 5 seconds to answer that. The answer is Batman. So it was the Dark Knight series were filmed here at Woollerton Hall. I've just realised on the previous slide I spelt Woollerton wrong. It should have WOLL. At least I've got it correct here. So Woollerton Hall. This is where Batman's house. This is what Wayne Manor was in the Dark Knight movies. So please do remind your students of that every time I visit this place. Actually, my son, he genuinely believes that Batman lives there. So I have to explain to him why Batman cannot come out to say hello each time we go and visit there for a walk or a picnic, for example. Moving on now to scholarships. So NTU's Excellent Scholarship will continue next year for September 2025 entry. So this is going to be available again. It's worth up to 50% of the tuition fee. And this year we're also going to have our Taiwan Scholarship, which is going to be worth up to £5,000 this year. And this is different from last year where it was £4,000. We also have our Taiwan STEM Scholarship again, of course. This is for students with offers to study within our School of Science and Technology. So the Taiwan STEM Scholarship will be worth 50% of the tuition fee as well. If you go to our scholarships page, just search NTU or Nottingham Trent Scholarships, and you'll be able to find that. It's also ntu.ac.uk/international scholarships. You'll be able to find the information that you need right there. But if you're having any trouble, please let me know. That page contains our scholarship application form. Just a reminder, students only have to answer 2 questions. It's 500 words. It's really not that complicated. Please do encourage them to read the questions carefully and answer them as accurately as possible. Pre-sessional English for you now. So this is a little bit of advanced notice that I'm giving you here. This hasn't been fully confirmed yet, but it's highly likely to be confirmed in the next week or so. So I'm going to tell you this as though this is fully confirmed. So this year, online PEEP is going to return, sort of. What's going to happen is every single PEEP course, whether that's the 15-week, the 10-week or the 6-week pre-sessional course, they're all going to be taught on campus for the final 6 weeks of the programme. We feel that on-campus experiences are really valuable for students, and we also want to ensure that the testing takes place on campus as well. However, prior to those final 6 weeks, students will be learning online on all courses. There will be a 2-week gap before the final 6 weeks where students will be able to travel to the UK. We will give them a CAS statement for their course, but the CAS statement will show that they're on campus for the final 6 weeks of the programme. They will need to travel during that 2-week gap that I've just mentioned. Because it's taught on campus for 6 weeks, students will need to have a CELT. So they have to have a CELT to join it. Normally they wouldn't need to have a CELT if they were studying an online course, but because some of the courses taught on campus, they will need to have that. Just a reminder as well that our 15-week course is going to offer again the pre-sessional English Progression Award. This is going to be worth £1,225. So if a student joins the 15-week course and achieves the grades that they need to progress to their chosen degree programme, they will receive a discount off their degree programme of £1,225. This means essentially that they're getting like the first 5 weeks of their course for free. So it makes it in line with the 10-week PEEP course fee. So that's a little table here to explain to you what's going to be happening in terms of the structure. But again, any questions at all that you've got about this, please don't hesitate to let me know. Just bear in mind that the dates could be subject to minor change, so just keep an eye on our website. It's in the bottom right hand corner of this page, just in case there are any small amendments to the dates over the coming months, but they shouldn't change dramatically, if at all. Your next question is, if someone in Nottingham says to you, "Hey up me duck," what are they saying? 5 seconds to answer that. I wonder what you'll be guessing. I wish I could hear you guessing this right now. The answer is B. Hello, my friend. So this is what you would say to somebody if you were greeting them. You might say, "Hey up," or if you're feeling really affectionate, you might say, "Hey up me duck." This is a way of saying, "Hello, friend, how are you doing?" It's very, very common in Nottingham, and particularly the start of that phrase, "Hey up." Even though I'm from Manchester originally, I still say "Hey up" since I've lived in Nottingham for 20 years now. It's a way I would greet my friends very often. Moving on now to portfolios, because I know art and design is really, really popular for you guys. So just a quick note. All of our undergraduate courses, we've got portfolio guidance available on our website. So please do visit the page on screen to have a look at that step-by-step guidance on the format and the content of portfolios. Our postgraduate guidance is available on course pages by going to the entry requirements tab. Now we're hoping to get a little bit more bespoke guidance added to those quite soon, but I think for most postgraduate students, the guidance in place at the moment is generally deemed sufficient. Now, some PG courses will allow students to make a second portfolio submission. So I just wanted to remind you of that. If a student has initially been unsuccessful and the course team has seen some sort of potential within that portfolio, and perhaps there's just 1 or 2 skills missing, they will give students the opportunity to resubmit their portfolio. So please do make your students aware of this if they are really, really keen on NTU and their portfolio is potentially borderline. They will need to respond and adjust their portfolio according to the feedback that they've received. So please do bear this in mind. Just a quick note as well for Taiwan that we do accept undergraduate students directly from high school, from Taiwanese high school, onto undergraduate courses. They do need to have fairly strong grades and a really, really good portfolio, but we can consider students directly from Taiwanese high school. So please do bear that in mind. Our requirements are quite a lot higher than they would be for Kaplan, for example. So it can be challenging, but where the student has got a really, really good portfolio, we would happily take a look at those. I note on the advance payment now. So this is just a reminder that our deposit, it changed actually in recent months. So our deposit has gone from £3,000 to £6,000. So just bear that in mind. How can you make this payment? At the moment, our recommended methods are Flywire or our online store. These are the quickest methods of payment. We would actively encourage students not to use bank transfers just because those payments can take a really long time to reach us. Just a quick note, this is actually breaking news. I actually got the text message this morning, not text message, the email this morning, and I forgot to make a note of this on my slides. The online store will soon be phased out. So after January 2025 entry, this won't be a payment option, but it will remain for the next intake in January 2025. So just bear that in mind. Is the payment refundable? Yes, the payment is refundable, but only in certain circumstances. So if a student's visa application is rejected, unless it's for fraudulent reasons, if the student fails to meet the conditions of their offer, or if we close the course on the student, we would refund that. What I would say is please encourage your students not to make that payment unless they have decided that they are definitely coming to NTU. More guidance available on the page in front of you now. Just a quick note on January 2025, I've just mentioned it. You can go to our January page in the bottom right hand corner. I know January isn't a huge market for Taiwan, so don't worry. I assume you're probably not going to be sending many, if any, applications for January 2025. But if you do have any students interested in that, these are the subject areas that we offer programs in January. So please do take a look at our website for more information on that. They're all postgrad as well. Please bear that in mind. No undergraduate courses start in January. Tagging applications. Just a note on tagging applications, and so please continue to do what you're doing at the moment, which is to use your agent portal. That is the most straightforward thing to do. It means then that the application is automatically tagged to your agency. If you are sending direct applications outside of the portal, then what we would ask you to do is to make sure that you so for example, you're using the applicant portal rather than the agent portal. Please make sure that you complete the online agent nomination form, which I've sent to you. Hopefully you've got that. If you've not, just let me know. The online agent nomination form to tag those applications after they've been submitted. But please do not use the applicant portal where you can avoid that. The only time where that might happen is if the student has applied by themselves and then you're applying for post-application support tagging. The UCAS applications, and please just list your name as the nominated contact on the student's application form, but also please do complete the online agent nomination form within 10 days of the application being sent, and that's to ensure that you're getting full commission for that. Question 4. Now, I would like to have asked you this in person to see what you guessed, but in what year did I graduate from NTU? So was it 2004, 2008, 2012, or 2016? Let's see how old you think I am. 5 seconds. Okay, the answer was B, 2008. I hope nobody said 2004. Some useful resources now to finish. So this is just where you can find lots of online digital assets. So please do go to this webpage, NTU Digital Assets. You can search for that online or visit the webpage in front of you now. You can download prospectuses, guidance forms, lots and lots of useful information. So please do visit there if you need any resources from us. There's also videos on there as well. And just another note on art and design. I know students often ask to see examples of students' work from students that have previously studied with us. You can obtain those examples by visiting the pages on screen. This is our student showcase web pages where you can see some of our students' final projects. It's really great to see the students' work, and I think it's quite inspiring to prospective students as well. You can have a look here on this is just a screenshot of the homepage where you can look at the BA or the MA showcase for the School of Art and Design, just to see, give you an example so you can see the interface that you'll be dealing with there. And then just a reminder who to contact: me. So if you do have any questions, or if your students would like to have a chat, I'm happy to do one-to-one online calls. Please do feel free to pass on my email address. I'd be really happy to set those up with you or your students. You can also contact our agent inquiries team to tag applications and ask basic inquiries in my absence. Always worth CCing them into emails. This is our accommodation team, and then finally our international student support service. Just a quick note, that last email address is only really for students after they've arrived or prior to their arrival if they need visa and immigration advice. All other inquiries you should send to me and agents@ntu.ac.uk. Tiebreaker question. I'm in Shanghai right now, so I've had to use Bing instead of Google. But according to Bing, how many miles is it from Nottingham to Taipei? So this is, if any of you were tying, you're drawing right now, this is the tiebreaker question to see who wins the quiz. So let's see who gets closest. The answer is 6,124 miles, apparently. So hopefully one of you got quite close to that. That is it from me, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you tuning in and taking the time to listen to my briefing. So sorry again that I wasn't able to see you in person, but hopefully next time. Please stay safe out there, and I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.